Now, my esteemed viewers, lovers of truth, those people where they like raw, the way it be. I want to tell you now, Nigerians all over the world, una President Mohammed Buhari don't shit for United Nations, and the thing when shit there is still the smell. But before I double into that, make I quickly address this double standard by Rufia. Oh yes, make I tell you, Mr. Man, the short man of Kaduna State, your double standard and your hypocrisy, your window dressing politics, our Mumu DonDo, we don't get sense, we know all on our antics, Wanna go, they do some drama for TV. They just say you enroll your 6-year-old son in a public school.
My child will go to a public school. I made that commitment because I believe that it is only when all political leaders have their children in public schools that we will pay particular attention to the quality of public education. I went to a public school like this. In fact, the school I went is not even as good as this. But here I am because of the quality of teaching that I got. It is our intention in Kaduna State government to ensure that all our public schools offer quality education, and we are encouraging all our senior public servants to have their children in public schools. It's just a commitment that has been fulfilled today. Once the public schools are improved to a point that they are nearly as good or even better than the private schools, no one will waste his money taking his child to a private school. People only spend money in private schools because they know that the quality of public education has collapsed. We've been working to improve it. By the grace of God, we will improve it. We'll get to a point in this state, by the grace of God, that private schools will be a luxury, not a necessity. In the past few years, it has been a necessity to send your child to a private school, but by the grace of God, not anymore. We'll change that.
Well done. Nigerians, not gonna help me clap for them. Well done. Now try, Good. But while you are deceiving yourself, not me, I want to remind you that your older son is still in London schooling. Yes. He is schooling there, cooling off, enjoying his life with the proceeds from your, you know how you get the money now. Good. That is what I want make una know, Nigerian people, if you never get sense, make una get us now. And some of you who they undermine what they do here, You think say they know they hear, they watch, we they hit it up, we they keep them on their toes. Oh yes. Nevertheless, I want to applaud Rufia, irrespective of the fact of the drama that he staged. Good. I want to applaud you for doing that. It is an evidence to show Nigerians say, what will they do on this platform? No be joke. What will they do on this platform? All these governors, all these political class, they see them. And they no say it no be business as usual. So they are now devising means to give us window dressing kind of politics. You know, as we they talk here, they carry their children go abroad. Why are they not putting their children in public schools here? Now they want to show you, say they are doing what we are saying here. Now, I want to leave the political class and face you, the ordinary people, where they undermine what they do here. Let me tell you. Some people say, we only the talk, no action. Let me tell you, you have seen the resultant effect of what we are saying here. And that is to tell you the power of the media, and especially social, and that is why they are so afraid of social media. Yes. They are so afraid of the truth we are unleashing from this place because we are not missing word. We are not cosmetic with words. We are saying it the way it is. But my disappointment is on the people who have refused to stand in solidarity with the voice that is speaking out for them. Now look at the benefit of him enrolling in that school, enrolling his 6-year-old son in that public school. Do you know how much he spent in renovating that school? Over 100 million naira was, invested in that school. Just one school, because his son won't go attend there. Now, who will be the beneficiary of that renovation? The ordinary people's children that have been schooling in that place for God knows how long, without good atmosphere and good quality education. Now, they have been able to get it. Now, you see the importance of hitting these guys up. Not only Rufia, all the governors of Nigeria coming down to the southeast, because that is my interest. Now, if you are still thinking, or if you are still insinuating that what we are doing here is not making impact, let me tell you, if we are able to hit up the politics for Rufia to play this kind of childish politics of enrolling his 6-year-old son into public school, make you not think saying a shy play will they do here. If he is able to do that because of the hit up we are giving them here, what makes you think that other governors, if they have to enroll their children one after the other in public school, even do this drama that Rufia did, the beneficiaries will be ordinary people where they school for public. Our public school will get a new face, just like the one Rufia did to enroll his son. He even brought his son to address the press.
Sad because I live in my old school and some of my friends and my teachers, and I have to help my father to keep his promise.
You see, I'm good, child. I thank you, I thank you for speaking out as you are told and scripts written by either your father or your mother or whoever presented that thing. I thank you very well. You did a very good job. And I pray you enjoy your public school. While your elder brother is in London, perambulating with so many girls out there. Some people say we have seen when they enroll the guy. We may not see when they withdraw him from that place. Now, true, but that is not the issue. The issue now is that the ordinary people have been able to get some kind of facelift in their education in that school. Now, if other governors, you see what I told you, that if their children are schooling here, they are going to make sure that the schools in this place, they are working. If governor of Anambra State, Imo, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi State, all of them in the south, because I'm interested in my own people, good. If they enroll their children one after the other in public schools, there will be an uplift, a facelift of the standard of education we offer in our public system, in our public education system. Yes. The same is applicable. If they are having their medical service here, they will uplift the standard of healthcare service delivery. Oh, yes. If they are banking here, they will make sure the economy is working, because they launder the money and take it abroad. That is why we continue. I say, this is my catchment area. There's no need running away from these people. There's no need running away from the truth. We have to face it head on, and that is what we're doing here. Now, it is left for you to stand in solidarity with what we're doing right here and support us in whichever way you can. Honestly speaking. And I continue to tell you, do not allow them to feel this sleep. And that is why I am, I'm urged right now to announce to you, I want to multiply this voice in many young people out there to come out and speak out boldly. Nothing will happen to you. Don't be afraid. And I know your fear. Your fear is if you start talking, it will be you are sacrificing your life. Oh yes, there is sacrifice in what I am doing. So it takes a calling, and I want to mentor young people to do this, so that even if you don't see me any longer, you will definitely have people that will continue to speak out. God will continue raising voices to speak out and defend the oppressed people. And you out there, you need to sustain this voice. It's not good enough to call, to send text message, and we need financial support to sustain this voice, to sustain what we're doing, and to mentor other people to do same. Now, having said that, let me now go back to the president of Nigeria. All you know, say in sheets for United Nations, and they think they smell. And before I talk with you, I want to talk, make you no talk saying I me talk. Good. I want make you listen to the question that was asked to our president. The person who asked that question, that lady who asked that question, it be like say she no, not be say it be like say she no definitely no say our president no complete in secondary school.
President Buhari, Nigeria has a very young population. Perhaps you might highlight what a pathway for a resilient future looks like.
Your Excellencies, Ladies and gentlemen, I share the sentiment expressed by the Secretary General that the world is on the verge of climate catastrophe. Undeniably, climate change is a human-induced phenomenon. It is now imperative that we must step up our collective climate actions in line with the request of the Secretary General. It is in this regard that I wish to reiterate Nigeria's commitment to its obligation under the Paris Agreement, the aspirations enshrined in our national determined contribution, and ensure a resilient future that mainstream climate risks is our decision-making. I want to announce that the government of Nigeria will develop a more robust sectorial action plan and expand the scope of our sovereign green bonds in line with our intended upward review of Nigeria's NDCs towards the inclusion of the water and waste section by 2020. We will take concrete steps to harness climate innovative ideas by including youth in decision-making processes as part of our overall climate governance architecture. We will mobilize Nigerian youth towards planting 25 million trees to enhance Nigeria's carbon sink. In the energy sector, Nigeria is presently diversifying its energy sources from dependence on gas-powered system to hydro, solar, wind, biomass, and nuclear sources. Specifically, Nigeria is progressively working to realize 30% energy efficiency and renewable energy mix by 2030. This is envisaged to lead to 179 million tons of carbon dioxide reduction per annum by 2030. I should also inform the Senate that our government has introduced climate-smart agricultural practices to unlock 74 million tons of carbon dioxide per annum through relevant technologies, advocacy, and best practices. As you are aware, the Lake Chad Basin, which used to be a region of productivity, food security, and wealth for an estimated 40 million students living around the lake basin, has shrunk significantly from its original size due to climate change. We will continue to lead in efforts to have solid partnership for the ecological restoration and recharge of the Lake Chad. We are confident that this would improve the living conditions of diverse nationals living in the area, promote interstate cooperation, strengthen community resilience, as well as assist in addressing the environmental and security crises that threaten the region, its resources, and inhabitants. I'm glad the Secretary General and some of the member states presented in this hall are partnering with us in this endeavor. We shall thank them for their cooperation, and I look forward to deepening our partnership. Thank you very much.
Una see am. You see, the person will ask that question, that lady will ask that question. It be like say she no know. Not be say it be like say she no definitely know. Say our president no complete in secondary school. Even if I thought he complete, there is no proof that he completed it. Don't ask me. Go to the court and verify. Despite the fact that the court will just give verdicts concerning his certificate is relying on the fact that the president told them. But there is no fact to prove same that Mr. President completed second. Now, how can you expect such person in that position to answer such sophisticated questions? You for break and down, bring and down, so Mr. President, if you understand your question and answer, and give answer to your question. I no go talk anything, make you not put word for my mouth. Stop pushing me to talk. The man don't talk. He was asked, the resilient youth, how the resilient youth in Nigeria, how is going to handle some of those things. Now, when you look at that question, he's simply talking about the uprising by the Shiite, the now revolution that is being pushed by Sowore, his incarceration and the rest of them. He's also talking about, she's also talking about the Biafran agitation, the young people who are saying enough is enough in Nigeria. What is his position? Or Koruhuna, he just went and started talking about climate change, this and that. What concerned the youth? When no get any business with power, when no get any business with government, when it be said they have been completely sidelined and ancestors are being appointed to supervise or to lead Nigeria in all fronts. What to concern you to concern those things? Now, Mr. President, don't give me an answer. Now, make I now push over to the topic of discussion for United Nations. Good. They're talking about climate change. Oh, yes. It is happening everywhere. And I keep telling people that here is a blessed land. We are not facing Hurricane Katrina. We are not facing any serious climatic disaster that we have seen in Miami, Bahamas, and so many other places in America, in Asia, in Europe. We have witnessed a lot of serious, even some parts of Africa. Oh, yes. But here in Nigeria, especially in my homeland, Biafran land, we have not witnessed such. But do you know the kind of climatic hazards we are facing here? It is man-made. Man-made. Oh, yes. For my village, we have so many erosion sites, erosion managed, flooding here and there. Now look at this video.
Yeah, Budike Street or Raja. Can never say Hana, one affair. Yeah, fraud, heavy fraud, from nowhere. I am a bossy, a ring between for Nigeria every year by I've there before. Abon Bible Fuziana 2015, she never had one year. When I was in a Hindu Mubon, ever had Nando Hanya, Mumma and then never and Ezudika, what the mechanic was there, but I was nosy, it's Chanaka. So she nigga when I your government and Anambra State, but I say Yamaka. Now we go bossy. But where also Maria now Raja Benia, Konyana one day government in that Hiroshi. Kanyana Kaba because now that for too much. I don't want to buy a kind of day to her. So when I just embozo. So we was always saying Makana Banyak. I'm not going to say I am. You didn't live Ndebi zebe na mkwa fuzi eba na so onye puje bia na egwu mmiri iya afọ ekele egwu mmiri eba ka o zika nnụrụ na egwu mmiri eba ahụ ka ọ na-achọ ebe jigote eje erizi nni ụfọdụ prap na na otu agbụrụ wepụ afụzi ebe ya abata be ha enwe biko donu ndị ọchịchị enwere Anambra steeti nyere na Uraja aka obeje ndị God help from gọvanọ igwe obosi nyere anyị aka kpọọ gọvanọ biko nyere anyị aka ọkwa ebe na ebe nna ya ka nọ ọkwụrụ na ụnụ nyere anyị na ya ewe na ebe na biko nye igwe obosi nyere anyị aka biko Igwe ana biko ihe adike street ke bidoro ihe na lewata ya ihe ebe a na-awụzi agwa wozi ihe dịzi ebe a ndị mara agbasi ọsọ ebe azi ọkadị mara hapụzi ụlọ anyị rụsịrị ebe a ka mmiri igwe zuo ụlọzi bido nọ mmadụ agazi bi n'ụlọ biko igwe nyere anyị aka gbara agụba wuri ọja wuri Obianọ ka nyere anyị aka n'ọnọdụ a nke akarịzi anyị nwa anyị na-agba mbọ na nwere ike na-arụkwadị gotas n'ebe ihe na-eme ebe a ka ọ na-apụ bọtụ nke akarị anyị nwa bụ ndị bi ebe a.
This one happened in Anambra State. The same is happening in Lagos. The same is happening in Edo and so many other parts of Nigeria. This is not Hurricane Katrina. This is not overflooding of the sea. This is just rainfall. Rainfall, ordinary rain that doesn't last up to 30 minutes. Look at what it cost. And you think you have a government. Our government is our natural disaster in Nigeria. Make I just conclude by saying our government, they are the natural disaster in Nigeria. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want to fix the climate change of Nigeria, fix the government. People go just go the building anyhow. Even the people themselves, they are also accomplices. They go, you go one build house. You go build house on a drainage way where there's no planning, no proper urban planning. When there is urban planning, you don't hit today to go and bribe officials of government and you will be given authorization to go and build where you're not supposed to build. And tomorrow you start shouting flood. Let me tell you, every one of us so in this system, I keep asking this question. Is Nigeria cause or Nigerians the cause of their problem? Between Nigerians and Nigeria, who was past? I keep asking these questions. And Nobody has been able to answer this question for me. It is high time people start behaving like humans. You have good leadership and you have good followership. That is when you can have a sane society, a workable society. And that is what is lagging in Nigeria. And that is why my people will continue to ask for their separation from Nigeria. But when we are asking for separation from Nigeria, are we different? Are we still infected with the Nigerian virus? And that is why I am working on my people's mentality. Yes, the Biafran people, the Oduduwa people, the Arewa people, all of us in Nigeria, we have been affected with this virus, Nigerian virus. And it's until we flush them out of our system. Whether you are asking for Biafra, whether you're asking for Oduduwa Republic, whether you're asking for Islamic State, let me tell you, we will all come back to the same spot. So let's work on our mental revolution. And that is why now we, the government, is pushing this to enlighten you, to expose your mental faculty to start reasoning properly. And until you realize, say, you are Mumu DonDo, only that time you go take over and know, say, now we be government.
Now we be government.